Thanks for watching Bible Mountain. This is the beginning of a series of videos on the Gospel of Matthew. I'm going to read through the Gospel of Matthew, explain what it says, and what it means to us in the 21st century. Let's start with some context. So this is the timeline of world history. We have 4000 BC here on the left. We have 2000 AD, the modern day, here on the right. This red bar represents the Old Testament. The Old Testament tells us about events that took place between 4000 BC, creation, and about 400 BC. The blue bar represents the New Testament. The New Testament records events that took place in the 1st century AD. Now this is the timeline of the New Testament. We have 0 AD on the left, 100 AD on the right. The blue bar represents the New Testament. Most of the events in the New Testament took place from 0 AD up until about the mid-60s AD. The yellow bar represents the Gospel of Matthew. The Gospel of Matthew tells us about the life of Jesus. Jesus was born around 0 AD, and his death, burial, resurrection, and ascension took place in the mid-30s AD. Now let's look at some geographical context. This is a map of the Middle East. We have Egypt in the lower left, Turkey in the upper left, and Iran on the right. In the middle we have Israel, Jordan, Iraq, and Syria. All the events in the Old Testament took place in this area. The dominant world empires of the Old Testament time period were found in the Nile River Valley in Egypt and the Mesopotamian Valley. The Mesopotamian Valley is formed by the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, and they flow through the area of land known today as Iraq. Between the Old Testament and New Testament, there was a major shift west. Between the Testaments, Greece was the dominant world empire for a time. By the time of Christ, in the New Testament, Rome was the dominant world empire. And then all the events in the New Testament took place on this map. We have Israel and Jordan in the lower right, we have Turkey in the upper right, we have Greece in the top center, and then Italy in the upper left. The life and ministry of Jesus took place in this area of land known today as Israel, Jordan, and the West Bank. And then the events of the book of Acts started in this area and then expanded up into the area known today as Turkey, the area known as Greece, and the area known today as Italy. Many of the letters that are included in the New Testament were written to churches that were located in the area of land known today as Turkey and Greece and Italy. Now let's zoom in on the nation of Israel. The events recorded in the Gospel of Matthew took place in this area. We have the Nile River and Egypt in the lower left, and we have Israel, Jordan, the West Bank, and Lebanon here in the center. Most of the events in the life of Jesus took place in this area of land known today as Israel, Jordan, and the West Bank. There were a few events that took place in Egypt. Now let me give you some context on the land of Israel. One of the major features of the land of Israel is the Jordan Valley. The Jordan Valley is formed by the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea, and you have the Jordan River, which flows into the Sea of Galilee and then out of the Sea of Galilee and down into the Dead Sea. It's about 135 miles from the north edge of the Sea of Galilee down to the southern tip of the Dead Sea. Now if you drive about 40 miles an hour, you can cover that distance in about 4 hours. It's about 50 miles from the Jordan River over to the Mediterranean Sea. You can drive that distance in a couple hours. And so you see that this area of land where Jesus did his ministry is very small, and we need to keep that in mind as we read the Gospel of Matthew and try to grasp where Jesus was going and what he was doing. Thanks for watching Bible Mountain. Before you go, let me make you aware that the rest of this series on Matthew is only available via email. This is a free subscription, and your email address will not be sold nor given away, so sign up today and make sure you don't miss the next episode. In order to sign up, go to BibleMountain.com, click on follow, and there will be a place there to enter your email address. Again, thanks for watching Bible Mountain. Time is very valuable, and I can't express how thankful I am that you choose to spend some of your valuable time watching my videos. Thank you.